Wakachamai, Pringachukshua, Napariach Mute, Pai Mute, Pasunak Mute, Yupik Nunat, Alaska Mi, Nunavut Mi. Good evening. My name is Jack Dalton. I'm the playwright, and I am so honored to have all of you here with us in Fairbanks as we continue our tour of Assimilation. I bring with me to each performance Jaitluk. It's also known as Artemisia, wormwood, stinkweed, Arctic sage, any number of different names. But it is, to the Yupik people, our most powerful medicine. I bring the Jaitluk because the medicine of the plants goes back so far before us little human beings came to be here. So its medicine goes back beyond any of the petty little things that we think we have done. So tonight, as you are watching a play that is not easy to watch, if you ever feel as though you're being overwhelmed, then think of the Jaitluk. It will take your sadness, your anger, your fear, any thoughts that you want to give it, will take it gladly and turn it into spirit. We are so glad for you to be here. We've been traveling the state now since October 9th. This is our 12th community, and afterwards we are going to be having a healing circle. The healing circles have been the most powerful part of this tour, because what this play brings up, this history of Alaska, of the indigenous people around the US, North America, and the world, is a very, very painful history. But by bringing it into the light and talking about it, sharing our truths, then we are able to bring healing. So we ask you at this time to turn off all of your cute little smartphones so they do not make you look like a dumb ass. Or put them in airplane mode. Tonight's performance is being filmed. You'll notice 3 cameras up on each riser, so just be aware of that. Know that the healing circle afterwards will not be filmed in any way. We cherish, we honor, we hold so highly the fact that the healing circles are sacred and not to be filmed or recorded in any way. Tonight is a difficult play, but being Native, I had to put some humor in it. So if it seems like it might be funny, then it's probably there to give you that little bit of levity. So feel free to laugh when you feel like something's funny. Rise your spirit just a little bit before we smack it back down. Our Louise Leonard, who is playing Elder, it's her first time acting, and she is a brilliant, brilliant actress, but she gets so scared that she keeps saying every night, "Is it okay if I take my cards out?" And I say, "Of course you can take your cards out." So you might notice her with her cards, but I promise you, you'll just forget that they're there, and you'll see what a great actress she really, really is. I know I'm going to forget, I always forget something in these speeches. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. I'm very happy to see some faces that I recognize here. I'm honored by your presence, colleagues of mine from around the state. And for those of you who I have not seen before, I'm very honored. So it's not a play to enjoy, but I hope it's something, an experience you will appreciate as we, as an entire state of Alaska, not just natives, not just non-natives, but everyone in this state. Whether you've been here for 10,000 years or you arrived last week, this is your home and this is your history. It's time to remember. Wayana Piki, thank you from my heart. HBC World Briefing, what the world needs to know. I'm SRK Bola in Delhi. For the fourth straight month, terrorism is still trade negotiations between Hindustan and Jordan. Tornadoes in 3 thunderstorms have destroyed the town. That's the news from the HBC, the Hindi Broadcasting Corporation, that the world needs to know. Thank you for listening, and peace be with you.
In this school, we sit with both feet flat on the floor. Young lady, thank you. As headmistress, it is my responsibility to welcome all of you little gulshits, students, to the Bi-Mute boarding school. I urge all of you to lose your old tongues with its sin and superstition and replace it with that of a more civilized language, the language of the real human beings. The sooner the better. And soon we will have a group of whites who are halfway intelligent and ready to become citizens of awareness. I don't know why I am telling you this. You have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, you little heathens. Let me make this very simple. There are 2 rules you are to follow. The first is etiquette. The second has to do with following directions. In our culture, you do not stare directly at an elder. So please cast your eyes down when you are being spoken to. Young man, I said, do not look at me. Secondly, when I tell you to say something, you repeat it. That is how you become a real human being. Now let us begin. Let us try this. Repeat after me. I am going to the school.
I am going to the school.
You are one of the most promising groups of little savages I've had yet. Good. I look forward to the return of the sun. Oh, good. Again, I am going to the school.
I am going to the school.
I don't get it. You understand what she's saying?
That is stupid. So many unneeded words, auditory excrement. That is what is wrong with you whites. So busy talking, you forget to say anything. Let's try this again. I am going to the school.
I am going to the school.
I am going to Anchorage.
I am going to Anchorage.
I thought it was called Anchorage. Isn't it called Anchorage?
You may say Anchorage, but here we say Anchorage. I'm trying to teach you how to talk like a real human being, not like some barbarian savage. Disgusting.
I don't get it. Why aren't we all just speaking in American?
I will not tolerate your filthy language in this place of learning. Here you speak the language of the real human beings, and only the language of the real human beings. With each time that you choose to speak your filthy language, your punishment will increase. Now come and sit in your place. Where are the others? How are we going to teach you filthy people if you do not show up to school? This is a lost cause. How can they possibly imagine to aspire to become real human beings? Why did I ever agree to take on this hopeless mission? Obviously, they must be assimilated. It is for their own good. What is your name? Your name. I am elder, 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 elder. What is your name?
I don't understand. No, please, please, don't hit me again. I will learn your language, I promise. Just please don't hit me anymore. This school is my last chance. I have no family anymore. I'll do anything to stay here. Just please, don't hit me again. I am going to the school. I am going to Anchorage. I am going to the school. School.
So you're capable of saying something real. Very good. What are you going to do in Anchorage?
I am going to Anchorage.
Well, I suppose it is a start. That was very good. Very good. Oh, you know this word. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, don't send me back. I'll do anything.
I told you not to speak your filthy language in this place of learning. Disgusting! I know you are scared. That is why we are here to help you. You don't want to go back to your old ways. Our way is much better. I can see you already know this, and that's going to be easier for you. Oh, how I hate speaking so much. Our way is to say what we mean with as little effort as possible. But I know we must speak the language of the real human beings around you very often so that you can learn it faster and that all the talking will calm you down since you are so used to so much talking. Why anyone would be calmed by so much talking, I do not know. Disgusting. Drives me crazy. But that's the way it is.
I am going to the school.
Good. Of course you're not going to the school. You're already at the school. You do not know what that really means. But it is amusing for you to try. Practice then. Say this. My name is Adam. Say it. My name is Adam.
My name is Adam.
Very good. My name is Elder. What is your name?
My name is Adam. What is your name?
Very good. My name is Elder. What is your name?
My name is Adam.
Very good. Very good.
Very good.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, very good. My name is Adam. My is very good.
Almost stupid boy. I. Say I.
I
Am.
am.
I am very good.
I am very good.
You are very good. But you're also very stupid. But you are trying. You will learn someday, I hope. And that is very good.
Very good. My name is Adam. I am very good.
Good. Most young are quick learners. This is how you become real human beings. Well, this is how our young become real human beings. I doubt you or any of your kind will ever become real. You are incapable of it. But it is nice to know, all of you quite young are quick learners. Well, that you are a quick learner. And what about the others? Where are they? No one can learn quickly if they do not come to school. Where are the other white boys? Where are the other white boys? Say, I do not know, stupid boy. I do not know.
I do not know. I do not know. My name is Adam. I am very good.
That is enough for now. I must go and find the other little goshets. You stay here. I go find them. No. You stay. You don't understand what I'm saying. Oh, this is going to be a long, horrible process. Okay, you. Sit, sit, sit. Good. Now say it. Sit.
Sit.
Good. Now stay.
Stay.
Very good. Now sit and stay.
My sit, my stay.
Very good.
My sit, my stay. My is very good.
Something like that. Perhaps you're at least smart as a dog. Maybe even smarter. Time will tell. We need better examples. A new teacher arrives today. I hope she's smarter than a dog. Sometimes I make myself laugh.
My name is Adam. My sit, my stay, very good. Sit and stay. Good boy, Adam. Good boy. I'm going to die here.
Gather up berries. You do not understand this process. You just completed your studies, and the one of you is young, very young. If your great-grandfather had not been one of our great leaders, why come to this school? But your family and your namesakes deserve a chance. There have been many honored leaders with the name Gatherer of Berries. I hope the name's not wasted on the one of you.
Thank you, Elder. I will
Just remember, we must make these savages as little a problem as possible. Maybe they can live among us or near us, but they will never become real human beings. If they had not done it to themselves, they would have taken over the whole world.
I understand the reasons for this school being here, and I truly honor its mission. And I honor the one of you as its elder. Your successes have been long documented. I simply don't remember it saying anywhere in my contract that...
Documented? Contract? You use these words? You sound German, believing they can predict everything before it happens.
I am sorry. I know they're contested words.
They are the words the one of you will not use here. Must we go over the list of new words that are inappropriate at this school? We would ban them from the community, but there are too many globalists living here. Globalists, another word I do not understand, as if even all of the real human beings are all the same.
If we are not all real,
You are a globalist? I did not know this.
you wanted nothing in writing. No application, no resume.
Stupid words. Writing is the biggest problem of the whites, lazily forgetting everything because they try remembering it in writing. But what have they remembered? Anything of consequence? No. Real human beings do not need something as lazy as writing. Now stop upsetting me with your thoughts. It is very disrespectful. Now, what were we talking about?
You don't remember?
How dare you? How dare the one of you speak to me like that? Let me make you aware of one thing, and you best remember it. You may be clever, but you are not wise, nor have the one of you earned respect in this village or at this school. And if you want to have this position within our culture, you best remember the cost of disrespect to an elder. I am one of the most respected elders, not only within this village or in this region, but within the Inuit Department of Education. And do not bother digging yourself further into the beach by pointing out that both cost and department are globalist words. But the Inuit leaders have decided to be globalist. And using a globalist word such as cost should remind you that I am not without my nose, gatherer of berries. I know when the food gets bad and needs to be thrown out, especially berries. And watch your use of contractions. There will be no lazy talk in this school. Oh, raven stockings.
Me make 4-in-1 wood things for the school. Me good.
Gatherer of berries, this is Michael. He's dumber than a seagull chick, but strong. He has been with us since he was 10 sons old, and yet speaks like a child with no more than 5.
Me make 4-in-1 wood things for the school. Me good.
5, you white gull shit. 5.
5. Me make 5-in-1 wood things.
I, with awareness. Why have you not learned how to speak properly?
I make 5.
Oh, this is hopeless. He has made hundreds of wood cones for me through the passing suns, and yet still cannot say something as simple as, I made 5 wood cones. I made 5 wood cones, you gullshit.
Me try.
With awareness. If you were not capable to do the work around here, I would have sent you to the ice floes.
Elder!
So young. You know nothing of these whites. Yes, then, let us make this interesting. You have 11 moons until the last snow patch melts to make Michael learn how to speak properly. If a globalist cannot do it, then perhaps you will understand how hopeless this is. But you will never be without wood for your cooking fire. And why not give you power? Yes, you will flee to the Aztec states after those two together. But get inside these 2 sea urchins without bleeding, and the one of you might be of some use to this village.
She knew pretty learning.
Ugh,
Elder, how can you
because I am elder. Remember that. Jangwa may be wise in most eyes, but in this school, Jangwa is still young and could learn a few things. I hope in Kanju you did not forget the cold. Here we say Kanju.
It is warmer there, but too close to Hong Kong to be a desirable place. I will leave you in quiet, Elder.
Yes, please do.
Michael, come.
Come on.
Michael, come. Good. Very good.
We gather berries for no more than 2 moons. She will fail.
No, no, no. We have gone over this hundreds of times. Not remembering it only proves what we're trying to get you to understand. Now, say it.
We are white. We are stupid. The real human beings.
The real human beings.
Human beings, though, Salmon. Maybe Elder is right. You really are stupid. What? I have tried to keep an open mind about this, but Adam, help Michael remember.
The real human beings are trying to help us not be barbarian savages anymore.
And
The real human beings are teaching us a new, better way to live.
Paul, please join us at any time. I will deal with you later. Adam, continue. The one of you are doing very well.
Our God is not a real spirit. Our God is only in our imagination. The real way is to honor the creation and the Creator, to see that all things are connected.
Very good. Michael, would you like to try again? Michael, you have been here for 8 suns. Adam, just a few moons. How come he can say this almost perfectly and you still cannot?
Too many seals?
I never thought I would hear myself say this, but gull shit. Gull shit, gull shit, gull shit.
Gull shit.
Oh, so you know what that means. Good, that's a start. But if you cannot speak correctly, just keep your beak shut.
Well, but gull shit!
Beak shut! Doug said, I'm becoming her. Adam, since the one of you are the only white seemingly capable of grasping intellectually what Michael and Paul insist on proving, please continue.
A white will never deserve becoming a real human being, but if we try enough, we can live good lives, happy lives, little white lives.
This is useless. Take out your skin sewing projects. Master what a little girl can master, and you just might deserve learning boy skills. Now don't look so sullen. Even you big boys have to learn how to skin sew. Your wife will not be with you on the ice if you must repair a tear. What good is the harpoon you carve, if you ever can carve one, if your hands freeze because you do not know how to skin sew? Stupid boys. Very good, Michael. Your stitches are almost perfect.
Well, thanking you all.
A rock speaks better than you, but you have skills. Is that why the men invite you out hunting? If you did not open your mouth and were not obviously such a big white boy, you could pass for a 10 sons old Yupik girl. Solitary house, Paul. Now, 2 days. With your skin sewing, I want to see a hand's length of perfect stitches when the one of you return, or you will stay in the solitary house. Do you understand? Ow! There are idealists and there are teachers, but there are no idealist teachers. You do not have much more time to prove me wrong, boys. ahead, Michael.
Because we too forgetting who we are?
Almost, Michael. But the correct way of saying it is because we all have forgotten who we are. You are doing very good. Just remember that when you're speaking of more than one or two people, you use the all form of the pronoun. I is one person, then there is we two, then there is we all. This means there is more than one or two. Pronoun form, boys. Remember the correct pronoun form. Gullshits.
We all know that.
Oh, so you one do speak. See, Michael? It's the you one form of the pronoun.
English don't got the two of you kind of words, teacher. I'm sorry. It being difficult. There are too many seals.
That's okay, Michael. I know you're trying your best. I am very proud of the one of you.
Thank you. Oh, thank the one of you.
You really are stupid, aren't you?
Paul, be nice.
Yeah, please, you, the one of you, be nice.
Paul, why have you said nothing for 4 moons, and now before Raven can beat a wing, you are speaking fluent Yupik?
Wait, you, the one of you, speaks with fluids?
I do not speak Yupik. I speak Inuktitut. Yupik is just a backwards dialect of the language of the real human beings.
Where did the one of you learn this language?
When your white father is a globalist and owns the largest energy company in the Arctic, if you're his son, you learn Inuktitut.
That is impressive.
It's a gull shit waste of time.
Be it one gull shit, or two, or many gull shits.
You are lucky.
The one of you!
The one of you are lucky.
Lucky? How am I lucky?
One of I. How many eyes?
How am one of I lucky? We're smarter, faster, and have a better understanding of the universe than any other race on the face of this earth. But we've been relegated. Yes, I know how to use that word. Relegated to be second-class human beings.
Well, if you look at what the whites tried to do, you did it to yourselves. Tried to conquer the universe and only ended up conquering yourselves.
Are you sure you're from around here? What kind of Yupik interrupts someone speaking?
I went to school in Kanjo.
May as well have been Hong Kong. You picked up their worst habit. Can Jew people interrupt themselves?
Be it one or two or many can Joe. Jew. Joe. People.
If you're going to corral a bear, learn how among the bears.
You are clever.
As are you.
I'm just not real.
You are a white.
Maybe I'm a white in real parka skins.
Only a white would think that being clever and saying big, real people words would make them real.
And only a high-flying real person would think that random actions of history make them better than people who really are better.
Only whites would eat their own houses and blame it on the random actions of history. Whites.
You? The one of you. Got that, Michael?
The one of you?
The one of you are very clever.
And you, the one of you, you are very white.
We're not finished yet.
Adam, I admire you. You have been quiet this whole time. That is very Yupik.
That's very parka squirrel. Don't say anything until it's safe.
That and don't and it's, there are no contractions in true Yupik or Inuktitut. You whites are so lazy even when speaking. Adam is listening to everything and thinking carefully before stating his opinion. This is how a real person does something. Adam, what do the one of you think of this conversation?
The salmon will always spawn.
Interesting. What do you mean?
Well, Paul grew up with his family. a powerful white family. Even with his parents dead,
My parents are not dead. They are not.
a being can only be here.
You are not a real human being.
A white.
Yes, you are all only whites.
A white can only be in a boarding school if their parents are dead. The real human beings would never take children from living families.
That is bullshit. My parents are not dead. My dad isn't anyway.
Then why are you here?
Why are one of you here, huh? Not one of me. One of me doesn't. Does not have to answer. That is good.
That is very good, Michael. You, the one of you, are picking it up.
This is bullshit.
And some whites enjoy saying bullshit a lot. I wonder if they even know what color bullshit is.
What do you mean?
Michael, some whites are separated from nature so much that they do not even know what color bullshit is.
One gull shit, two gull shits, all the many gull shits. Gull shit is white. Wait. That's a nice toss. To all of us. Go shit! Go. Shit.
Have you heard of the white dust?
White dust? What is it?
It is appropriately named, I can tell you that. It is a drug. You do not need to tell me that drug is a globalist word. But traditionally, the real human beings,
Meaning the Yupik?
the real human beings, you know exactly what I speak of. Stop trying to globalize this issue.
If we use a globalist term to describe this drug, then we must recognize that we are speaking of the Yupik, or any other culture on Earth that considers themselves the real human beings. In some real human being cultures, this may not be a drug. It may be used for healing purposes.
The one of you has not been here a full winter, and already I look forward to spring, when I can gather greens without your presence. You are one of the few girls that have hunted a walrus, and such skills proved useful during the uprising. But you are still a girl. Never forget your place in this village.
I have not forgotten my namesake.
Are you sure, gatherer of berries? A long line of warriors when we needed them. But traditionally, your name is a woman's name, gatherer of berries. Warriors or not, the roles your namesakes played eventually was one of providing for the people, including gathering berries. Certainly the Kanju people gather berries. but I am uncertain of is whether they pick. You pick berries or kanju berries?
If a berry nourishes the spirit, the mind, or the body in a healthy way, then my namesake would pick it, no matter where on earth they would have found themselves. Please do not use my own family against me. If you want to challenge me,
Your namesake.
negotiated the first trade agreement with the Yankee whalers. Without his intervention, we probably would not be sitting here now.
Do not puff up yourself like that. A real human being, whether warrior or provider, would not talk so highly of themselves.
I am sorry. I thought we were speaking of my namesake. I only want to honor my ancestors for what they did. I can only hope that I received the best parts of their spirit.
I will be a judge of that.
Then I humbly ask that our stories remember the globalist acts of my ancestors, even though it was long before the idea of globalist ever attained awareness.
What do you know of awareness? You left so young.
I merely became a real human being earlier than usual. I am humbled by my accomplishments. They weigh on me.
Obviously, you are salmon spawning in the wrong stream.
10% of salmon do such. Once dead rivers feed our people because of this. One salmon spawns for the good of all, even if it is in the wrong stream.
Of course, you would use this idea of science to try and beat me.
I learned of the salmon from your sister. We are family, trying to do our best to survive.
Being related to you is inconvenient. We shall see. What do you know of the white dust?
You have told me it is a drug.
Did they not have white dust in Kanju?
There are many drugs in the world, and each has many names.
White dust is a drug. It is a white powder, like dried gall droppings, like the whites themselves. They sniff it up their noses and become more barbaric after that.
I know of many drugs that would fit that description.
Well, all right. White dust is a product of the white dust bloom, a plant with big fancy flowers that produce big obscene seed bulbs.
Oh, the poppy.
The what?
The poppy. It's a flower we don't have here.
You are letting too many contractions slip into your talking.
I am sorry, Elder.
Do not be like them.
Yes, Elder. There are many kinds of poppies, but one kind does flower, as you say. The seed pods create a milk that is turned into a drug. It is used as medicine in many real human being cultures.
Well, leave it to the whites to take a sacred medicines of the real human beings of other places and turn it into a drug.
You speak of Kansas.
And Oklahoma and Texas and Nebraska. These gall droppings could feed their entire savage race on the wheat they could grow there, but instead all of the farmers grow the white dust blooms for profit.
Profit is not even a globalist word.
It is a word only the whites could have created and select other cultures. The barbaric pursuit of the self above the family, the community, the creation. And it is destroying the whites.
What is the problem then?
What?
If the whites are a problem, why not let them destroy themselves?
How could you?
I gather any berry that will feed us.
That may be. But white dust encroaches upon the real human beings. More and more real human beings are falling to the dust. And the whites are making it happen, trying to gain power again, not to mention the crimes committed for it and because of it.
Then it is not a problem of our school. The elders should be teaching the young ones.
It is a problem when someone is selling white dust. Who? We are not sure, but we suspect either Adam or Michael.
By Raven's black feathers, you can't be serious.
Contractions, so quick to judge.
If you told me it was Paul, I'd believe you. But not Adam or Michael.
Maybe it is you then. Always using contractions to offend me. Always undermining my efforts with your globalist ideals.
What is really going on here?
You are clever, but the one of you is not wise. We gather berries for no more than 2 moons. How can you know what happens during the other 11 moons?
Why not accuse Paul?
Oh, Paul is special. Have you not grasped that?
Paul is special. I would suspect him more than Adam or Michael.
If you do not understand this now, you never will.
I am sorry, Elder. I try to remember. I am young.
And I am old.
Yes, you are old.
God damn it!
You don't actually believe in this God, do you?
Have you seen what is happening in this world? How could anyone believe in God anymore?
Well, at least you have given up that barbaric practice.
What's wrong with God?
The one of you amaze me, Paul. You defend something you yourself don't even believe in, only to be a mosquito.
I'd take all your blood if I could.
And what would you do with it? With our blood?
I see you the way you see me. I'd only get pleasure from taking your blood.
We would not let you take our blood easily.
I could take you, berry girl.
You really are an animal.
And you, all of you real human beings, are stupid. You don't understand how the world works.
Okay, Paul. Please do. Please explain to me how the world really works. Funny. Given the chance, the one of you can't even explain it.
Shut up! I'm just trying to dumb it down for you.
I'm certain, even if you put it as eloquently as you possibly could, it would still sound like a bad idea.
Where are Adam and Michael?
Michael is out hunting. He's very accepted by the men of this village. Adam is learning how to dress a seal. He'll be invited out hunting soon. You? You haven't even mastered little girl skills yet.
Won't Elder be upset with all the contractions you are using?
I'm just letting you know that I can be helpful. You're letting me know that you aren't even a little girl yet. I find it fascinating that you belittle yourself so much. I don't even have to call you names. You're so smart. You know all of our tactics. Interesting. You still manage to look stupid.
White ways are not stupid.
Oh, please do explain.
What's wrong with taking care of yourself?
Does not anyone else take care of you?
Like who?
Do you not have a family?
You can't even count on them.
Why not?
My dad, my father, knows how to make a profit.
What good is a profit?
It means you can take care of yourself. You don't have to rely on anyone else. You can be better than others.
Why is it important to be better than others?
Because you gotta watch out for yourself.
That seems very lonely.
What do you know? Elder wouldn't ever take care of you.
She is only a distant relative.
Well, I don't need anyone else.
Why not?
Because I can make a profit. And that will take care of me.
How does a profit take care of you?
You can take care of yourself. You don't have to rely on anyone else.
It is very important that whites do not rely on anyone else.
As long as you make a profit,
How do you make a profit?
you figure out what someone needs, well, wants more than you, and then you sell it to them at a price higher than what you got it for.
Even if you hurt them in the process.
If they want it that much, what do I care? As long as I make a profit.
You do not care?
No. Of course I care. I'm not a savage. It's just business.
Business. What a white term.
What's wrong with it? Business is business.
Business is taking care of yourself above all others, even at the expense of others.
Expense is an awfully globalist term for someone like you to use.
Even globalists wouldn't use such a word. Expense is a purely white word. Only you could.
You'll never understand. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta stop looking at me like that. There's nothing wrong with...
Nothing wrong with what?
There's nothing wrong with using contradictions. I mean contractions.
At least a wolf knows when it is trapped. A wolf will chew its own foot off to get out of a trap. A white does not even know when it is trapped.
There's nothing wrong with...
Whites would rather writhe in pain for eternity rather than chewing their own foot off. Try to start over. Try to survive in peace with everything else.
This is bullshit!
Unbelievable.
I can still profit from this. I can. You, all of you real human beings, are more gullible than you think.
I know this. That's the problem, Paul.
Oh, of all Raven's creations, what are you doing?
This seal is giving itself to me, and you are my elder.
How many times do I have to explain this to you, Michael? I am not your elder. I don't want to be honored by you. I cannot imagine this seal gave itself to you. The one of you is white. The seal must have been crazy or sick. Oh, I don't want to eat a crazy or sick seal.
But
Oh, gee.
cleaning me with smoke. I doing the dancing, and I carving a pretty seal in the harpoon pointing thing.
Oh, take this liver and your bullshit way of speaking away from me. It has your stench all over it. Eat it if it is so important to you.
No! Our way is for giving the liver to my elder. For honoring my elder,
Oh, thank the mouse spirits you are here. Take your student and his tainted sea liver out of my room.
Another seal has given itself to the one of you, Michael?
Oh,
Yes, I'm trying to do all things correct. I'm even making a song for the seals.
contractions, you bullshit.
You've created your very own song? Can you sing and dance for us?
Okay.
Show us what
I
you
am
created.
very busy. I have no time for this. And surely the whole village will starve if Michael thinks he can compose prayer songs. And don't forget, do not forget, you clamhead, you don't dance a mask and not burn it.
Michael did carve a mask, Elder. It was very beautiful. A big seal must have been impressed by his humility and prayers. How big was the seal, Michael?
Really bigness. Taking big time to pull it to ice.
Onto the ice. Why can't you speak properly?
Onto the ice. Me have to big time for pull it onto the ice. Oh, elders.
You are a hopeless caribou turd. Are you encouraging him to carve masks too? You know about this blasphemy?
Michael, show Elder the song you created.
Oh my God.
When I walking on the ice, I looking around everything. When I walking on the ice, I hearing around everything. When I walking on the ice, the seal looking at me. When I walking on the ice, me thinking of my song. Me thinking of my dancing. Me friends drumming for me. Me friends singing for me. Going up to the sky. The seal looking at me. When I'm walking on the ice, I'm looking around everything. When I'm walking on the ice, I'm hearing around everything. When I'm walking on the ice, the seal looking at me. When I'm walking, thinking of my elder. Thinking of my teacher. Me friends drumming for me. Me friends singing for me. Going up to the sky. The seal looking at me. When I'm walking on the ice, I'm looking around everything. When I'm walking on the ice, I'm hearing around everything. When I'm walking on the ice, the seal looking at me. When I'm walking
simple-minded or barbaric in my life. Only a white could compose a song so white. No grammar, no proper epic. Michael, you are white. You can go hunting if the men of this village invite you. You can pack all the wood you want, pack all the water you want. In fact, stay in bath until your skin falls off. Or do any other chores you want to try to do in order to fit into this village. But do not you ever dare compose another song or carve another mask or make prayer in our way. I will not sit quiet and watch you mangle our traditions and disrespect our spirits with your stupid bullshit excuse for a song.
Elder!
I'm surprised the seal spears didn't pull you down into the sea and drown you. In fact, I wish they would. You will never be a real human being. You are too stupid for that. You whites could not possibly understand our way of making prayer. What an insult to all of my awareness.
Michael, let us leave the elder to her important work. Apologize for composing a song and trying to pray.
But,
Do not disrespect your elders, Michael. Apologize.
this one, the one of me, is sorry.
Now, the one of you will spend 3 days in solitary house.
3 days? No!
4 days. If you disrespect your elders anymore, you will spend more time there. I don't understand how demeaning and punishing a white boy like Michael is helping him out.
Contractions. You are a teacher here. You should understand by now. We teach them how to communicate in Yupik so they can live in our village. We teach them how to dance so we can parade them around. We teach them how to carve for the charity trade we have with the Jangwa people in a hopeless attempt to repay for their education. We teach them how to hunt so they can feed themselves. When he is ready, he can go live in the white section of the village. I know I'm using contractions, you silly girl. I know how to speak. You are making me angry. He might convince one of the white sluts to stop spreading her legs long enough to cook for her and sew his clothes. But by the way the white girls sew, he'll probably freeze his first winter alone.
He will make a wonderful father.
Ha! Whites having children? Nonsense. All of the white girls have been sterilized.
What?
Of course we had to. You have no idea what we had to deal with. You were off in Kanju, gathering bears, as you like to call it. But these whites would dig into the ground to satisfy their unmentionable desires, the depraved acts they engage in when drunk or on drugs, which they are quite often. That is a known problem in itself. The drunk whites. But even sober, the things they do to themselves, to others, even animals. Despite all of their other issues, their sexual depravity alone was too big an issue. These savages are very fertile. They kept getting pregnant. The pitiable offspring they produce, mentally deficient, drug addicts, most of them. It's no wonder their God deserted them. No, we can't have them breeding. So it was decided that all of the girls would be sterilized before they were sent to the boarding school. And the ones who insist on being promiscuous, they are circumcised. That usually works.
By all the prayer dances, I never knew any of this was going on.
The only way we can keep them in control, bringing these sex diseases with them, Now we don't have that problem near as much anymore. No white spawn to care for or educate. More like rehabilitate. We have enough problems with the whites that get sent here. We don't want to have to train their puppies as well.
I don't believe this.
I know when I'm using contractions. The whites are a bigger problem than you think, naive one. Entire territories are falling into ruin like Florida and Switzerland because they just keep getting into their desires and then spawning. The more they spawn, the worse things get for them and for the governments that are burdened with them. Look what happened to Hong Kong. We don't want any villages to end up like that, do we? You went to universities just a short distance from Hong Kong. Didn't you ever visit?
Just once. But surely if we educate them, especially the girls, teach them to be responsible.
You can
and
teach a bitch how to be a lead dog, but you cannot stop what a whore she becomes when she is in heat. Remember this. They aren't like us. Measures must be taken. It is for their own good.
Me is 10 winters old. Me coming to this place.
That's okay, Michael, but try this. I was 10 winters old when I came to this place.
Me, us, all us, too. Me don't get it, teacher. Me trying our best, but there are too many seals, okay? Me saw one seal and giving it to I. Me can accept it and me bring the liver to elder, but this speaky way. Me don't understand that there are too many seals, okay? Too many seals! Bullshit! Bullshit!
It's okay. It's okay, Leonard. I know you are trying. When we talk now, take any seal that gives itself to you. I will accept the liver.
Oh, but the liver is for elder.
I am sorry. I meant your words, like the seals. Give me whatever words you can. I won't correct you. I simply want to know your story, in any words that give themselves to the one of you. That's a fat seal of a word you have there.
I come here when I was 10. I living in Fairbanks when the sicknesses came. I I mean, my mother and father die from the sicknesses. And my sister and I are separated. And I do not know where she be now. Methinks maybe she is coming to here. But after 8 returns of the sun, no wind carries her name.
The wind carries many names, Michael. What is your sister's name? What name shall I listen for on the wind?
Her naming is Mary.
That is a beautiful name. And you speak Yupik beautifully when you're not trying too hard. Tell me more in this story.
I come to this school. I am tried very hard to learning Yupik language and becoming a real human being, but I'm not good. Oh, don't be sorry, me use contraction.
Don't worry about contractions. You're doing very good. You think of others first. That is the best a real human being can do.
But I will never be a real human being.
Why do you say that?
I'm white. Whites can never be real human beings.
Why do you say that?
You're a new teacher.
Yes. How did you know?
Only a new teacher would not know whites can never be real.
Yes. But I have hope. Do you have hope, Michael?
Hope?
Yes, hope. What do you hope for?
I hope the seals see me. I hope the caribou see me. I hope the salmon see me.
Why do you want them to see you?
I am trying to be small. Not in my body. It's difficult to be small in this body. No, sorry.
Don't worry about contractions. They're fine.
I am trying to be small in my spirit and in my mind and in my heart.
I don't see a contraction. I don't understand.
I'm always forgetting that word. It's like small, like not thinking too much of yourself. Oh, not like Paul.
Michael, that's not a nice thing to say. Though, it is kind of true.
Well, Paul got a big head, but also a big heart. Or is it a strong heart and a really big spirit?
Yes, the word you're looking for is egotistical.
What kind of testicles?
No. Not that word. I never realized how similar they sounded. And I guess you could say that too. Paul does have...
Oh, Paul would fight a bear with only his hands.
Yes, but the word I was trying to say is egotistical.
That is a better word than egotistical.
Yes, but you want to be the opposite of egotistical. That word is humble.
Yes. Yes, that is what I want. I want humble.
You are an amazing hunter, a great provider.
Do not call me that.
Why? It is an honor to be called a great provider.
But if the seals hear you...
Then the seal will also hear your humility, a word like humble. And despite your humility, the seal will also see the admiration, a big word there, the admiration of your family.
You are not my family. It is forbidden for whites to be family with real human beings.
I wonder where you learned that big word. Michael, I grew up learning that all things are connected. That people became animals, or even the elements.
Well, like Wind Girl?
Yes, like Wind Girl. Do you like that story?
Yes, it being my favorite.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Another contraction. Michael, I grew up learning that all things are real, that all things are aware. I guess my hope is that one day we see how all people are real human beings, even whites, or people who use contractions.
You are a new teacher.
Yes, the elder doesn't agree with me on many things.
If you were white, elder would have you beaten.
Michael?
No.
Michael?
No!
Michael, how many times have you... Michael, I would never beat you.
Oh, you will!
I won't!
Oh, you have to! God! Take it, okay? Take it! You all have. The one of you are not the first to promise. And I know the meaning of that word. Promise. I forbid myself to believe in promise.
To the wall. No, not that wall, you gossip. How many times have you done this?
Oh, sorry, me trying.
Quiet! 8 sons of regular searchers and you still stand at the wrong wall. And learn how to speak.
Leave him alone! He didn't do anything wrong.
Paul, you would dare speak that filthy language directly to me? Are you stupid also?
Give him a chance. He's just trying to do things right. You bitch.
Michael? Hold him. Hold him. Adam. Adam? You know what to do. Or you will be next. Adam, do it. Do it, Adam! I do not care who your father was. I do not care how good your ineptitude is. I do not care how good your Yupik is. I do not care how good you think you are. You are forbidden. Forbidden to ever speak your filthy language. Ever again. Good. He will not move. Michael, continue the search. Do it. Just as I suspected. Take him to solitary house. 1 moon. See if you will tell us who your supplier is after 1 moon. I tell you, it is much, much easier when the troublesome ones just run away and die of exposure. It is quieter and much, much easier to clean up. I know this may seem disturbing to you, to a globalist like you. Believe me, I want to hurt them no more than you. But they are just too simple to learn any other way. It is for their own good. You hear them? They sound like drowning seagulls. Disgusting. A real human being would not cry so pitifully. They are worse than dogs. Seeing as how you are his teacher, I want you to go visit him while he is in solitary house. Be kind to him. Should not be too hard for you. Gain his confidence. See if he will tell you where his suppliers are for this region. Suppliers. Another typically white concept.
I am the last person that Paul would say.
Paul? Not Paul. Adam. Yes. The white dust was found in the belongings of Adam, just as I suspected. But we know how much you like Adam and how much Adam likes you. Your looks are the kind the whites like. A girl like you would have ended up in New England during the whaling days. A trophy whore to a Yankee whaling captain. A white his age is overly susceptible to his youthful desires, worse than dogs, who are even thinking about what these boys are capable of in their savage desires is so disturbing to me. They are essentially violent in this stage of life, so use that to your advantage. And if he gets violent like during the riots, then our choices become easier to make.
Elder, I just couldn't.
Contractions, but you will. I would hope you find a husband in Kanju. You have 1 moon. Leave Paul to me. I would get used to the beatings around here if I were you. One day, you will have to execute them. are you looking at? Leave.
Rob,